Yes, top of the evening. You know the vibes. Rocking out with yours truly, show Tom Sizzle. I am the source. Got some topics tonight that I want to get to. It is Monday. To me, it's feeling like a Tuesday. And that's what happens when you don't have no days off. I don't understand why, for the for the life of me, I can never get my Twitter connection. No, I don't want to talk now. You seen I'm live, right? Internet people are the funniest to me. We're gonna get to Captain Bill. Um, a lot going on. Tiafimo asking for. Matter of fact, let me pull that up right now so y'all can see that. I'm not gonna start the show off with that. Um, but I am gonna start the show off with the chaos in Miami. Um, yeah, Miami was crazy last night for Mayweather's exhibition. We're gonna get to that. A lot of activity, right? In the crowd. Um, this crazy shenanigans. But what I wanna try to, drop some sauce on is well, how does that make his brand look? A lot of clowns. People ain't really talking about that, right? Because I guess because it's Mayweather, right? Well, you know me, I love to highlight different things, right? I love shout out to Big Blunts in the building. I definitely love to highlight different things, and I want y'all to pay attention, right, to what I'm about to say about his brand, right? Um, Contrary to what's talked about, right? Um, Oscar De La Hoya, right? This I want to put see when I come sometimes when I come on here, I try to be so show the real side of the source. Later for this internet and the views that I do over here, I want y'all to elevate, man, because a lot of y'all not really elevating, and it it's sickening in a way, but in a way I don't even care because to each his own. Live your life, right? But catch this right here, right? Um, for all of Mayweather's accolades as a fighter, right? As a fighter, some of the biggest pay-per-views to date, right? You know, some of the largest shows, uh, biggest grossing pay-per-view numbers, gates, all these things, right? But yet, as a promoter, right? A fighting promoter, boxing promoter, um, his name, his brand, is attached to some things that it's kind of a stain on his reputation, right? First off, if you take into consideration the Rolly Romero fight, because when I watched this, that's the first thing that came to my mind. The Brooklyn Barclays Center, but I think Barclays Center was a lot more turned up. But that was a Mayweather Promotions card, right? Tank Davis, Rolly Romero, two Mayweather fighters. This was another Mayweather Promotions card. Granted, it was an exhibition, but it was mayhem, fighting, and just unprofessionalism, right? You had the reality TV Jocelyn Hernandez, all kind of videos out there, right? You had the Gotti family. And that's Gotti's grandson. I know I was seeing some people say it was his son. No, that's his grandson, the late great John Gotti. But then you had the sister on Twitter calling the people animals and savages, right? Very, very racist and derogatory. Did the the race did the race warriors on YouTube do any videos about that yet? Are they up in arms about that? About the Gotti family referring to the people that were there as animals and savages. But what I want to highlight before I lose thought on that is how does this make Floyd look as a promoter, man? How does it make him look as a promoter? Contrary to what you guys like to talk about, how many fighters does he actually other than Tank Davis? We all talk about Tank. That's one fighter under his banner, right? But when you look at the other promotional companies that followed in that cloth, like Golden Boy, Golden Boy just put on a show, right? Golden Boy's been putting on shows. Contrary to what you guys like to think and talk about, Golden Boy Promotions, especially after the Ryan Garcia, Ryan's still signed with them, I believe, right? They was a part of that Tank Davis Garcia fight. Golden Boy Promotions, professional wise, is making Mayweather look bad, man. And then this, but some people may think, oh, it's good publicity. No, it's not. The legal stuff that he's gonna be hit with, I'm pretty sure there's going to be all type of lawsuits behind this, man. All type of lawsuits. Depending on how Florida laws operate, Jocelyn Hernandez may even be charged, right, for assault. I know if that was New York, real talk. New York is so different. That's why I said each state varies. But had that been New York and the videos that are surfacing, right, of her, because that's what that was. That was an assault on camera. And I know y'all saying, "Oh, Shah, why are you speaking about it? It's public. It's out." I'm not showing it, but it's out. It's all over. That should have been trending. That is an assault caught on tape. And I think it was Antonio Tarver. Shout out to Champ. Antonio Tarver for saying stop it. You know what I'm saying? Why are you guys watching that? The woman was hot, and Jocelyn still continued to jump on her. But this all goes back to the promoter of the event, Mayweather Promotions. But this is what's going to happen anytime you have an event, right? When you have VIPs. I think his was VPP or something. Very important. It was something like that. Hold on, I'll tell you what his thing was. People were sending it to me. I was like, they giving any and everybody these credentials to the event. That's why when it went left, it went left, because you have so many people that are quote unquote celebrities or wannabe celebrities, influencers with all type of credentials and status that are respectfully nobodies, right? That's why you got that many people to jump in the ring. Yes. It was called, his credentials was VVIP. Thank you for that correction. VVIP. Very, very important person. Half of those VVIPs were the ones that was jumping in the ring when the whole melee started. Where was the security at, man? I was just, man, the backlash that comes from this, man. A lot of people gonna walk away with a nice, Check. Trust and believe that, man. You're gonna get a lot of people settling. But this is what I want y'all to catch before I move on, right? Because nobody's talking about this, so I guess the source gotta bring this up, right? For all of Mayweather's accolades as a fighter, why is he still doing this? You know, see how I brought this to the table for y'all? We watched De La Hoya, right? Oscar, the Golden Boy, right? Oscar has lost Canelo Alvarez. Canelo was his big meal ticket, right? He lost Canelo, but did we see Oscar? Did we see Oscar jump in the ring? Has Oscar taken that route? No, he hasn't. Why is that? Maybe he doesn't need to, but last time I checked, Floyd had a more lucrative, successful boxing career than him. So why is he still doing this? You just and Leonard Ellaby was just on Twitter going at different people tweeting, responding to tweets in regards to somebody talking about Teofimo Lopez only making $1 million and Tank making 8 figures. But why is the CEO, if this is the case, still moving like this? Why? Nobody else wants to know why? Nobody else wants to question why? Hey, you're a promoter now. Be a promoter, but you're promoting your own exhibition fights. And this is the end results of that. How's that barbecue chicken?
I didn't try it yet. It was hot.
You didn't warm it up, did you? It was already hot, yeah. Just came out the oven. But yeah, man, I can't wait to see the backlash. Hopefully, he doesn't take. Well, Floyd doesn't care because Floyd's the type. Any type of publicity is good publicity. But I also see the Gotti guy, right? About you made an enemy for life, man. Dude, if you would have turned up like that, right? Before Kenny Bayless stopped the fight, it might have been better. Why did you wait for Kenny Bayless to disqualify you for holding to really want to, go all out, man? That's what had me thinking, like, was this staged? But the aftermath of it, it couldn't have been staged. Maybe the fight setup thing was staged, but how, the mayhem and chaos broke out, I don't think so. I think this was real. Emotions ran high. This is what happens when you have a whole bunch of people that are attending fights that really aren't, it was an event. That's what the Mayweather promotion do. They do events. So I think you just had a whole bunch of people coming for an event, and when it went left, it went left. And that's what we got. Great reality TV. A lot of reality TV. Jocelyn Hernandez, former reality TV star, did what she does best, ratchet behavior. And that's what we got, a good show and something to trend to talk about. But let's get to Bill Haney, right? Because this is the hot topic, right? And I know he probably made the phone calls with the YouTube phone to his YouTubers, right? Because I see some of them already out and about with damage control. But let me clear some things up for y'all, man. So Shakur Stevenson, right? Shakur Stevenson and Devin. Well, Devin was this weekend. He was in Houston. I don't know if he's still there, but he was hosting an event. Shakur Stevenson now resides, yes, has residency in Houston, yes. He was on hand at the day party that Devin Haney was hosting. He sent over a bottle, and on the, for those of y'all that do this, the bottle girls, the board signed the contract. So Bill, being who he is, Captain Bill, respectfully, took to YouTube. I mean, not to YouTube, to Instagram. I'm going to play this. Having lunch with Bob and, tried to spin it. But when they're talking about the contract, Pay attention, y'all. I want y'all to wake up, man. They're not talking about a fight contract. What is Devin Haney right now? What is Devin Haney right now? You know, you guys talk boxing all the time, right? So you should know this. What is Devin Haney? Devin Haney is a promotional free agent, right? Promotional free agent. So when Shakur and I believe it was Jazz Prince, you know, were there, and that was sent out, signed the contract. It's not a contract for a fight. It is a promotional contract. Let's clear that up, man. Let's clear that up, man. It is a promotional contract. He wants him to sign a promotional contract so then that they can maybe fight. Because what did I say yesterday for those of y'all that were listening, you know? Because I know a lot of y'all don't like to listen to me for whatever reason. It's cool. I don't care. I come on here. I just got to ride this ship maybe for a couple more years. You know, to my kids, I feel my kids are old enough. You know, then I will let them take over the media, you know, thing. Right now, with all the weirdos and the internet jokesters, I don't want them on this shit. But in a second, you'll see. It'll all make sense. But when he's talking about the contract, right, there is no fight on the table yet. Because what was I breaking down to you yesterday? The offers. What were the offers that Bob presented for Devin? Right? Do y'all remember this? Do y'all follow this? Or y'all just, you know, you guys are just internet weirdos, man. You know? Internet boxing weirdos, man. I'm telling you. To me, like I mess with a lot of stuff on YouTube and the internet, right? When it comes to boxing and so-called fans and supporters on the internet, you guys are, to me, you're not official, bro. That's why I it's so hard for me to really network with internet people, especially just internet people, because it's like, dude, are you a boxing fan? Are you really? You don't come off like that, man. You just don't, man. You know what you come off like. And now look, I want y'all to catch this sauce right here. As I digress, this is what you got a lot of y'all remind me of, right? Pay attention to what he says right here in this, right? This is how dudes really give it up, man. And it's crazy because it's like, bro, I listen. Media wise, I went through this, right? When people thought I was just some media, like I was trying to be YouTube famous, right? YouTube famous, and by people doing this, you know what they did? To be honest, they killed their own self, because by you trying to sabotage me or listen to. Hold on, I'll let him say it, then I'll break it down. Listen to what he says right here. I want y'all to catch this.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously how it's been up. You know, yeah, it's paying off, man. It's amazing to see, especially if you're down with somebody and y'all can ride that ride together. Homie, one thing the world gotta understand is this here. My partner caught a wave. My job ain't to step in front of the wave. My job is to step behind my partner and push my partner up.
Man, did you hear what he just said? My partner caught a wave. See, I came in disguise, right? I caught the wave with the media. Real talk. Catalog shows that. But what did people try to do? You heard what he just said? Step in front, right? People that I try to put on. I really did, man. Because one thing about it, I knew where the vision was going. I knew where it was about to happen. So I was like, yo, you know what? I'm not going to be able to do a lot of things. So why don't I put people around me that could do things? But what do? You heard what he just said? Try to step in front, do other, like, It is what it is. But let's continue on. Let's just continue on, man. Catch the show. School's in session.
Niggas don't do that no more. That's true. That's true. And niggas want to get to a level and start jumping in front of their partners. I don't want to do that, homie. I just want to push my partner to the point where that nigga where you supposed to be at, homie. Yeah, nobody wants to pass the ball anymore, man. They
Man, that's what happened. See, I realized what I was doing, right? I always been doing, but I said I have to get with the right people because me playing my position and you heard what he said, pushing my partners, right? Maybe I was pushing the wrong people. And when I started to shine, you heard what he just said? Other people wanted to jump in the way. That's what you get on this internet, especially on YouTube, social media. People will watch you work, grind, get in position, and think they could just jump in the way. The internet, that's cool, go for it. But if you're not actually doing the work, you know what you're doing? You're messing up. You're killing the flow. Hopefully, y'all just caught that. So shout out to Gibberish though, man. Gibberish be dropping some nuggets, man. And I appreciate my peoples for sharing that with me. But let me get back to Captain Bill, right? I want y'all to hear Bill Haney, man. This dude, but he knows the ones to do this with. He's smart. He gets the thirst balls. He gives them his YouTube number, tells them different things to run with, and then being groupies, they run with it. But this is courtesy of him. He might have took it down. Oh no, he didn't take it down. Well, he had lunch with Bob. Pay attention to this audio.
Another amazing business meeting. Lunch with the legendary himself, Bob. Hey, Dad, we're working it out, baby. We're working it out, Bob. Working it out. And when something comes in, you'll be the first to know.
Yes, now you see how he tried to finesse that? That was courtesy of his storyline. You can look it up yourself on IG. You know, Bob is 90-something years old. So he had his phone out. You know, he said that he's having lunch with Bob. They're working it out. See, he's trying to do damage control for what I just explained, how Shakur put them on blast, like sign the contract, right? Now, you got all these YouTubers trying to twist it like he's talking about a flight contract. That's why Bill's trying to manipulate. No, they're talking about a promotional contract. The offer was presented. Pay attention, right? Shout out to WCS. Yeah, you can have that one. Yeah, go ahead. Shout out to WCS, but that pay attention, right? What was reported about a week ago, maybe even a couple days ago, the offer, like I was explaining to y'all yesterday, the offers. What was the offers that they said the man that he's sitting there eating with? If you watch the storyline, presented. Rematch with Lomachenko, Shakur Stevenson fight at 135, or the winner of Josh Taylor, Teofimo Lopez, which is Teofimo Lopez. That is the offer. Now, you hear what I'm bringing it down to you. Now, I don't know all the specifics because, once again, I am Team Tucker. I am not Team Haney. But I do know what the offer was put out there, as you should know, too, if you pay attention to what's going on instead of not paying attention. Sometimes you need to be your own man. But when it comes to this internet thing, it's a lot of sheep and followers, non-thinkers. But that is clear as day, the offer, right? So when you hear Shakur Stevenson saying, sign the contract, it's not for the fight because the fight has not been made yet. The fight has not been, put together. But the offers for if you come with me on Top Rank, this is what I plan on offering you. Are y'all catching that, niggas? But most likely you're not. So go over there to them niggas that you listen to that, like I said, have never been a part of nothing besides YouTube and putting up their own fake screens and boards and things of that nature. But yeah, that was the offer. So shout out to Captain Bill for once again manipulating the situation and using his minions and try to twist it. But no, it's not about a fight. It's about who are you signing with. Because you are a promotional free agent. And the last time I checked, DHP Promotions, when they did put on a fight card, I think their fighter, Osmosis, Amarion. Did I say his name? The Jones kid. He has my last name too. The Jones guy. I think he fought in like a residency in, DHP Promotions. He wasn't on no big card. He got on a big card this last time because it was in conjunction with Chop Ring. And prior to that, he got on another big card because it was in conjunction with Matchroom Promotions. Are y'all following this? Does that make sense for y'all? Or am I, do I have to get more remedial with that? Do I have to get more remedial? But another topic I want to get to, Teofimo Lopez. Shout out to my boy Drew. They was down there at ESPN today. So Teofimo was on Max. He was with Max Kellerman. I don't know the specific show. I don't want to put the wrong information out there. But he was with Max. And he confirmed his retirement. But if you look at the tweet that I got up there, via Mike Benson, via the Porter Way podcast, Teofimo has stated that he wants $100 million to return to boxing. So it has begun. I told you that this was coming. Shoot for the stars. Now, I'm waiting for the content to start coming out from you niggas. Yes. Saying that he's not going to get that. He doesn't deserve that. But if you read what he says, right, he might not get $100 million, but he is definitely going to get taken care of. Because listen to what he says, and I quote, educated, smart human beings, pay attention to this. Followers, gossipers, weirdos, idiots, let it fly over your head. This has so much does. He wants $100 million to return to boxing. Only way you get Teofimo back is 9-figure contract. I made ESPN over $100 million and getting paid $1 million. Fighters that have not even done a quarter of what I accomplished get $15 million. Now, that is a very powerful statement. See, most of you guys that discuss boxing on YouTube, just continue to do what you do. Discuss boxing on YouTube. You will never understand that. You will never value yourself or anything you do in that aspect. Not saying for $100 million, but knowing your worth. The man basically told you that he has made Top Rank ESPN over $100 million, right? But yet he has not got nowhere near that. But then he even wanted to better detail and negotiating his work when he's saying there are other fighters who receive $15 million but don't have the accolades that he has accomplished. Oh, man. Now, the educated brothers that talk boxing, discuss boxing, I know they was like, wow, what a powerful statement, what a powerful tool to use in negotiating. The dumb niggas that are on YouTube that discuss boxing, some of them that are paid to dilute and program you, will definitely try to sweep that underneath the rug because some of their favorite fighters that they push narratives for would never do something like this. Probably wasted their whole career and never thought about nothing like this. But yet you have this young 25-year-old that is so ahead of the curve speaking like
Everybody
this.
want to be a star.
You
Come
know,
on.
speaking like this. Are y'all catching the sauce today, man? I know. Right now, to be honest, my content is just too. It's like level changing. Truthfully, man, respectfully, it's level changing. So, with it being level changing, I'm going to digress real quick. While I digress, we will use our own commercials.
See what it is. Powered up by that Jackal Seamoss. Yeah. Definitely. Ooh, that's that Jackal Seamoss right there. Just put in that work. How was that work, man?
Good, 8 rounds.
Yeah. What, February what?
February 13th, tune in.
That's right.
ESPN Plus, tune in.
Yes, sir. This is the one right here. Jihad Tucker. Follow him on Instagram. Y'all seeing them all over. Major interviews. You know, we just getting started. 2021, big things coming.
21 takeover, 2022, all the rest of the years to come.
That's it. Thank you for your time, champ.
Yes, I'm back. Short commercial break using the source. But let's get back to topic. I want to say this, and I want y'all to catch this. What I just broke down what Tiafimo said and valued himself at. Remember earlier I was saying that it is reported that Ryan got $30 million. Tank Davis just fought. Him and Ryan set a record, right? Tank Davis received a guaranteed purse of $5 million. Tank Davis is sitting up right now. Do you think Tank Davis is kicking himself like, damn, I only got $5 million? Didn't they say that Fight the Gate and all that stuff over 120 something million? But they said he made 8 figures, right? Do you believe that now, right? I don't know Tank's logistics on his paperwork and things of that nature, but just say Tank was to be a free agent right now, right? But he's probably locked in. But just say he was a free agent. He's fighting on fight by fight basis. How do you think Tank would carry it right now? It's a couple y'all in here. Hopefully the one that's in here, y'all can follow this. If not, I understand. But basically what I'm trying to say is Tank Tiafimo stated that in his career he has made top ranked ESPN over 100 million. Right? Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia just did that. Right? 125, 130. What was it reported, right? So now when Tank goes to the table, remember I was talking about this. Pay attention, right? And people was getting upset with me. But when people that get upset with me when I go in these Facebook groups or I go on Instagram and I go in these box groups and I say things like this, these are the type of people that I don't even want to talk to, really. You're an internet nobody. You're a weirdo. Because the thing that I spoke about is what Tio is basically saying now. You guys said that Gervonta is the new face of boxing. So therefore he should get paid like the face of boxing. Tiafimo just said people that don't even have his accomplishment are getting 15 million. I think he might have been, 15 million a fight, right? So now with Gervonta being the face of boxing, which you guys are putting out there, don't you think that he should have that same type of value for himself as Tiafimo has for himself? Or he should just continue to take low-end guarantees and let them lie to us to say he's getting it on the back end? Why you can't get it on the front end as well as the back end? Isn't Bud and Earl about to get that? right? Aren't they about to get that? 8 figures up front and back end money, right? See, you know what it is? I think now that I have more time, and like I said, I have been. Let me do my quick rundown. So I want to give you guys the right specifics. The right specifics. Proper specifics on this. It has been 4 months and 18 days. No alcohol, man. No alcohol whatsoever, man. That is a stretch for me, man. So kudos to me. But see, when you do not put poison into your system, your mind functions at such a higher level. And remember, my mind always was functioning at a higher level. But now it's just like, man, forget about it. Like, you know, when I was, having a sip or two, it was easy to me. Like, now I'm just always on the go. I'm always thinking about, the next move, the next play. What could we do next, right? And that's what you see with Tiafimo, man. Hopefully y'all are catching this. But I told y'all this was coming. But see, a lot of y'all are so dumbed down, watered down program. You don't pay attention to the plays. So will he get 100 million? Maybe not. Maybe he might. You never know, because the Floyd Mayweather phrase, you get what you negotiate, man. You get what you negotiate, man. But I do think he is going to get taken care of. And I do, taking it back to Captain Bill. See, one thing about Captain Bill was very afraid. Not afraid of the fight. He was afraid that Tia was going to win because he tried to throw shade. Watch the video when he says, when Pop said 20 million to fight your son, I want 20 million. He said, oh, don't price yourself out. Now I hope Josh Taylor was shade. You know why? Because the people that Bill run with and the people that Bill got trying to help push his narrative of jive turkeys. They're niggas with made up numbers. They're niggas that sell themselves short. See, the Lopez's, they're not selling themselves short. Haven't been. You see what he said? They took reportedly the slave contract, right? To build up their resume, as they should have. But now, with their resume built up, they have a bargaining chip. Stop spraying that. Yeah, don't spray that no more. Thank you. Now that their resume is built up, right? Doesn't make sense now what the source always tries to tell you, niggas, right? Show me your work. Show me your work. And trust me, YouTube views is not work. They're on to that now. Algorithm numbers, that's not work. If that was the case, a lot of these niggas would be further than what they claim they are. You know what is your actual work? Your actual portfolio. Shout out to the brothers that's going to be on deck tomorrow, working, interviewing, taking pictures. That's work. That's a portfolio. Shout out to the brothers that's going to be on deck Wednesday doing the same. That is work. That is a portfolio. See, that is real work. Are y'all catching this sauce, man? Are y'all catching my sauce tonight? How long have I been on? Let me do a quick time check. I'm trying to, run the numbers up, right? The numbers. That's what you guys talk about, but no. The numbers that I'm running up, right? Check out my video I did. I did a dope video today, man. I got to continue to keep putting out my content, right? Because this is my audio book for those of y'all that don't know. But a lot of y'all do know. The ones that really watch, because you guys are watching now. My hours are up, right? This is my audio book. Because like I said, I've been in this game for a long time, media, doing a lot behind the scenes, coaching. Yeah, I coach too, advise, broker deals. This is all documented now, so I'll speak on it. But this right here, my YouTube channel, is basically my kids' platform that they're gonna take over eventually, right? But it's built up for them already. Really built up, not YouTube built up. Built up. Like I'm gonna after I shut this down, I am going to send out an email to somebody in regards to trying to make something happen for Wednesday. I might not go per se, but maybe my company can be represented. You understand? Most likely you don't understand because you think YouTube makes you somebody. Pause. But yes, this is my audio book. I wrote a book already. I'm just waiting to publish it at the right time. But I have been starting to put out content in regards to some of my material. And today I put out a nice piece on Brody Brooks, Bad Bar. He's making his return against, I called him a 40-year-old because he is basically 40-something years old, but he's 39. Caleb Truax, former champion, last fought Caleb Plant maybe 2 years ago. Don't quote me on that, but it's been a while. But this is who Bad Bar, the original man down promotion fighter, is fighting June 24th at the Armory in Minnesota. So basically what I did was I did a little short video and I broke down some genuine factual content that, you know, this kid, well, he's a young man now, was mismanaged, respectfully. Poor matchmaking. He was signed and turned professional way before Jihad. Jihad is about to have his 11th bout. We done walked him down. Jihad is at a higher stature in the game than him, but it shouldn't be that way. Like I stated in the video, he should have been a world champion by now. This is the guy that was one of Earl Spence's chief sparring partners when he was 16 years old, when Earl was Earl. Not saying that he's not Earl anymore, but I'm saying when he was the boogeyman. Remember that was the narrative about him that he was the boogeyman. This kid was 16 years old, one of his chief sparring partners. Decorated amateur career. I believe he won a few Dallas Gold Gloves, fought in the Nationals a lot of times. Got signed to Man Down Promotions. They started him out feeding them gardeners, mismanaging them, poor matchmaking. Finally fought a rough and tumble type of guy, caught an L. And I think he caught another L, now a draw. So now, once again, respectfully, I say this again, poor matchmaking skills. They got him fighting a 39-year-old former world champion, maybe for his confidence builder. But we have to wait to see how it plays out. But June 24th, yes, he's back. Definitely check out my piece that I did on that. And I threw in some fire frames in that, man. You know, I got frames for days, receipts. You know, and I even gave Derek James his props for winning Coach of the Year from the Boxing Writers Association. I used a great picture in that one too, man. That guy had his arm around me, man. Ugh. When I look at that picture, man, it gives me the oh man. You see, I just had to just shake it off. I had the camera up. You should have seen how I just shook. You know the vibes, man. I was just like, bro, how can you embrace me like that? Knowing you really never was for me. You know, knowing you was never for me. You guys, right? Listen, but looks like I was explaining to a colleague, right? I'm about to close, but it's like I was explaining to a colleague about this, right? I said, whenever God has something for you, it's always going to be for you, right? Now I was like, I know that deep down inside, they did not want me to grow, right? And I was like, I was explaining to my guy, right? I said, yo, the press conference is Wednesday. I could go. I know I could go, right? Because when you apply for certain things, right? They have the people that you know, are in charge that could deny you. And I know coming from that side over there, they're definitely going to be like, yo, we don't want him in here. But you know how I could trump that? I can call somebody that wants me in there, that could get me in there, and I could be in there. The same way you see how Blue Blood, yes, respectfully, Blue Blood got into the weigh-in at the Tiafimo fight this past weekend. You know how he got in? He was with Bill. That's how you call in a favor. Why he wasn't at the fight, I don't know. Maybe Bill couldn't get him into the fight. Are y'all following that? But yeah, so Wednesday is the presser in New York. I know I said I didn't want to go. I still don't want to go, but as a photographer now, like I like taking pictures, right? I wouldn't mind getting some fire frames, man. But I don't want to waste a full day of work. You know, it's like because I tell you pretty much this is how these things run, right? The presser will most likely be because I have done so many of these. It'll probably be like give or take, not that long, and then they have lunch. They cater to lunch. You know, they have lunch afterwards. They usually do things like that. If you know, you know. If you ever cover the event, see a lot of these people that you discuss boxing on YouTube know nothing about this, right? Because they don't cover events. They just do the internet thing. But that's pretty much what it'll be. It'll be like for me covering it. It'll be like I'm going out there to get a complimentary lunch. Because like I said, when I take my pictures and stuff, or I come on here, I'm not coming on here telling listeners to donate to my channel. So me going to cover this is taking a loss, basically. Because those of y'all that follow me, right? When I go to work now, I'm kind of moving, you know, I'm moving and grooving at work. I'm training people. I'm getting paid out of title. Now, if I call in, I'm still going to get paid, but I'm not going to get paid out of title. I'm going to get paid my regular grade. That's what I keep thinking about. It's like, do I want to do that? You know, is it worth that? You know, my catalog is heavy already. It's not like I need to go out there, but certain things you want to be a part of for your own resume, you know, so to say. But like right now, that's why I consider myself a photographer. When I do media now, I might do an interview if I feel the need. But like the stuff that I have been presenting to you, the Tiafimo coverage this week, right? No interviews, a lot of behind the scenes stuff. The interviews that I have been putting out on my channel, Jihad Tucker. I definitely check out that. I just dropped a nice short, fronting on the game. That's what we're doing now as Team Tucker. We're fronting on the game. That was 2 years ago. You heard what I said? 18 years old. That was after year one. That should have been on the wave then. Don't like a lot of y'all are trying to jump on the wave now. It's cool, respectable, but it's like, bro, you should have been. I told you to play, man. Look, we told y'all to play respectfully. Wake up.
See what it is. Powered up by that Jackal Seymour. Yeah. Definitely. Ooh, that's that Jackal Seymour right there. Just put in that work. How was that work, man?
Good, 8 rounds.
Yeah. With February what?
February 13th, tune in.
That's right.
ESPN Plus, tune in.
Yes, sir. This is the one right here. Jihad Tucker. Follow him on Instagram. Y'all seeing them all over. Major interviews. You know, we just getting started. 2021, big things coming.
21 takeover, 2022, all the rest of the years to come.
That's it. Thank you for your time, champ.
WCS, stop it. You know that's what happened. Combat, stop it. Stop it, WCS. You know that's what happened. You're just being politically correct right now. You know that's what happened. You know the game. WCS, you know the game. Stop it. You know that's what happened. You know that's what happened. Because, like I said, when it comes to this media thing, certain YouTubers aren't respected. Real talk. Real talk. See, they don't want to talk about that, but I do. I don't care because I never, you know what I'm saying? When it came to this, I never was trying to take a YouTube deal. See, that brother took the YouTube deal. That's why he's not respected like that. Real talk. It is what it is. He's not respected, man. Because there's no way, right? Somebody of his status, right, has to get, and this is not the first time. And he I think he has put this out there. The PBC played him, but Wilder had to call in a favor. Why are people calling in a favor for you if you're who you claim to be? Does that make any sense? It's a couple of y'all in here. Does that make any sense, right? That if you are this big, you know, so-called person in the industry, why aren't you respected like that? Does that make sense? You know? I know one thing about me. My numbers may not be what you guys value or deem important, right? But I know I can make a phone call. I can make things happen. I have been doing that, and I'm going to continue to do that. Pause.
You know the vibes. Another day in the office. All-star right here. You know, another day in the office. School you. That's right. All-star. Braun. Yeah. Another day in the office. We just getting that work.
Simple.
Yeah. Road to greatness. J Prince Boxing, top rank, ESPN. You know the vibes. Yeah.
Yes, you know the vibes, man. We've been telling y'all the vibes, man. We are moving and grooving. But yeah, I think like when you hit a certain status in this game, man, your work should speak for itself. Like, if you are granted access to certain events, you got to take into consideration why, right? And then you say for yourself, like, okay, am I not getting in because who is on the bill, right? Or am I not getting in because my work is not appreciated, right? Real talk. Does that make sense, right? Because like for me, for example, didn't I tell y'all I was going to come with that TO coverage? I knew I had it because I made my phone calls and my work, my reputation speaks for itself. So I knew I was going to get that access. I knew I was going to get that coverage. Just like, shout out to my peoples, right? We've been communicating behind the scenes about some things that I'm not going to discuss. But that's how this game is played, man. And when it comes to YouTube and the internet, I don't care about none of you niggas, man, respectfully. Because you niggas can't do nothing for me or my team. I'm gonna read my tweet that I put out, man. And I said this so respectfully, right? If you bring nothing to the table, please do like you've been doing. Acting like you're not paying attention. Source experience number 11. See, y'all wasn't paying attention, man. Don't pay attention now, man. Because the price is not the same no more. This is number 11. Man. Respectfully, man. You can't tell that the price has went up. Maybe this will help y'all out. That slot machine hit the jackpot, man. That's how we are moving and grooving, man, right now, man. July 1st, number 11. It's the countdown. You know, my patch lady hit me back today. You know, the uniform is coming along. See, these are some of the hectic days right here, man. Because right now, you know, we are 3 weeks out, right? 3 weeks. So it's like, yo, we deadline got to be met. But you guys don't know nothing about that, man. Respectfully. Respectfully, man. Well, yes, this is a big content week, man. Tomorrow's going to be the first kickoff, man. I can't wait. Tomorrow, I will be glued into my YouTube channel at 11 o'clock. Hopefully, we are in the same area that we were. And maybe we should just be on the other side today. So I did have good service. I will be, pulled over to focus on that. Beverly Hills, they're doing it high end tomorrow, man. You know why they're doing it high end? I want y'all to pay attention. They're doing it Beverly Hills, Rodeo Drive type ish. They don't want none of you niggas there. Man. In order to be there, you got to spend some coin. It's not in LA, right? Because they don't want if whoever's there tomorrow covering that event, just know there's somebody. Just know they are movers in the game. New York, on the other hand, you're gonna get a lot of, and I say this respectfully, brown nosers, right? Because it's in Times Square. Like Times Square is no big deal. You're gonna get a lot of wannabes, people in there that kiss ass. If you know anything about the media game, and I'm saying this respectfully, and especially dealing with them, it's Times Square, man. Times Square is nothing fancy, bro. Real talk, man. Beverly Hills, on the other hand, shout out to the ones that's out there that's going to be on deck covering that. You guys are players in the game. Times Square, you're gonna get a lot of just ass kisses, respectfully. People that like I said, man, brown noses, man, brown noses. That's why, like I said, I was talking with my big already because I already know the Spence team. They're already trying to do like they've been doing. But at least now with y'all, right? I can say this. I know where I stand with y'all. For many years, I really thought, like that picture I posted, I thought y'all was solid official. But at least now I know where I stand with y'all. So it's like, respectfully, it is what it is. But I know it's gonna hurt y'all if I do decide to pull up. It's gonna hurt y'all to see me in there with access. Y'all gonna say, "Damn, how? I don't have to go through y'all no more." Never did, right? Y'all really getting a glimpse of that now. I never did. But what I want y'all to really understand as I digress on this is you've been showed who you were. Now I'm showing who I am. Not only am I showing who I am, I'm showing how I have always been blessed, anointed. Because y'all been tried to close a lot of doors for me. Media-wise, that's crazy, right? Media-wise, y'all was closing doors for me, media. But look how God has elevated me and level changed me in more than media ways now. We're going to close on that note. July 1st, man, is the date. You are rocking out with Showtime Shaw News Media Productions. Get in tune with the wave, because this is what's coming.
One day you'll get your palate used to that raw fish. Gotcha. What's happening? What else you got for me?
What's your favorite place to go?
Favorite place to go is the beach. I love the beach, yo. Anywhere, if there's a beach nearby, I love to go there, relax, walk along the beach, barefooted, get my feet dirty. Yeah, no doubt, stick my foot in the water. I don't go in the water, though. There's sharks and stuff in there. Nah, I don't mess with that. All right? That's good.
Play basketball.
Look at my height. I'm sure.
I was playing, man. I told you I was coming back to the city of Cowboy, Tulsa, Oklahoma, seek and destroy. You know the vibe. Yeehaw!
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tuimuhelua. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.